30 seconds on my mark. Mark. 30 seconds, stations. "15 seconds till airtime, stations on my mark. Mark. 15 seconds. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
For Penland, catch, shoot, three, up, and it swishes in. CP for three.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Rogers at the free throw line, kicks it out. Alvey into the left corner. Weichel three. Butter. Braylon Weichel flaming hot from the outside.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you on this Wednesday evening to Greenville, Tennessee, and Pioneer Arena on the campus of Tusculum University, where Carson-Newman's women's basketball team is set to face off against the Pioneers on this December 10th. Hello again, everyone. Glad to welcome you in here on the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman gets back into bounce-back mode. Suffered its third loss of the year on Saturday afternoon in Hartsville, South Carolina, a 64-56 loss to the 10th-rated Coker Cobras, and now the Lady Eagles are back in action and trying to bounce back once again. They have faced adversity two other occasions this year, scored 96 points and bounced back by shooting 50% against USC-Aiken, or against Clayton State after a USC-Aiken loss. And then after losing to North Georgia, bounced back with an 8-point win over North Georgia on its home floor. Now Carson-Newman's trying to do something it's done in two other occasions, and that is avoid losing back-to-back games. The Lady Eagles 4-3 this year, 1-1 in the league, but have lost both of their road contests this year. The matchup for the Lady Eagles is a Tusculum team that is winless, one of 21 winless teams in Division II this season. They have the longest active home losing streak in the Southeast region as well, tied for the 9th longest in the country, and their losing streak that dates back to last season is the 2nd longest active losing streak as well in the Southeast region. The Pioneers are 0-6 this year and have lost back-to-back SAC games as well to begin conference play. Both losses in this building so far this season. And interestingly enough, the Pioneers have not led at any point in their last 3 games and have played more than 138 minutes of basketball since last holding a lead over Young Harris. That was early 3rd quarter, all the way back on November 19th, nearly a month ago. The last time this Tusculum program had a lead in a basketball game. So it's the Eagles against a winless team that's trying to get in the win column for the first time in 2025-2026. This is the AEC Countdown to tip-off, Eagle fans. AEC is your local electric co-op, service you can trust and value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, or AEC, powering what matters most. We hear from the head coach, Mike Mincy, as his team tries to bounce back for the third time this season. What was his team's focus in the days leading up to this matchup in Greenville for what is set to be the fourth matchup in the month of December, in a rivalry that dates back several years and is set to play its 86th meeting. We hear from the head coach, Mike Mincy, on the other side. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back here on the AEC countdown to tip-off as Carson-Newman stays on the road for a matchup with the winless Tusculum Pioneers. Andrew Rogers here with the head coach, Mike Mincy, on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, coming off your third loss, 2 of the 3 losses on the road, and both of those road losses are against ranked teams, 2 of the best in the region, and now you get to face a team on the road that's winless, one of 21 teams in Division II, still without a win this year. What's on your mind as you take your team on the road for the second straight day?
Well, one thing to caution, regardless of their record, it's a rivalry game kind of thing. It's on their home floor. They're having their blackout tonight, so they're obviously trying to encourage people to be here. But when you're winless, that just means you have that much more desire to try to grab your first victory, and that's what I've seen out of them. Every game that they've played, they're playing with great energy and great effort, and there's energy coming from the bench in terms of cheering for each other. So that's if we come in here and we don't play well, we're certainly not a team that's not capable of losing. We've already obviously lost, and 2 of our losses haven't been necessarily bad, but we've had our issues this year. Obviously, shooting the basketball has not been our forte in every game this year. Nonetheless, we've gone on the road at North Georgia, lost by 7, gone on the road to Coker, lost by 8, and those are probably 2 of the best teams in our region. So we know we're capable. We've got a capable team. It's just a matter of what team shows up on any given night.
Second time this year, I'll ask you about somebody that's reset their career high in consecutive games. It was first Emily Gonzalez just a couple of weeks ago, and now it's Maddie Knuckles in consecutive games. Even though there was a losing effort against Coker Saturday, she was one of 2 bright spots for your team. What have you seen from her as she has continued to elevate her game as she gets more of an expanded role in her junior year?
Yeah, Nux had a great preseason camp going through the scrimmages and shot great, played great. Got into the season with Abba being out and, Chloe still trying to gain experience. We were playing her at the 5. I think that kind of didn't aid her as much as playing at the 4. And once we got Abba back and Chloe's picked up experience and we could keep Nux at more of the 4 spot, the stretch 4 spot, I think she's certainly excelled at that. And I think she's on a 3-game burner right now. She's shooting it great the last 3 games, played great at Coker. To me, if you can go 7-14 from the field against Coker on their home floor, then that proves how good of a player and solid you can be. So right now, she's probably playing as good as anybody we got, and we need her. She's just a great looking basketball player. 6 foot tall, can go in inside and out, can dribble it, can block shots, and certainly glad that she's on our team, and we're going to need a big one out of her every time we take the floor.
Andrew Rogers chatting with head coach Mike Mincy ahead of a matchup with the Tusculum Pioneers. This is a team, I mentioned it, winless on the year, and a large reason why is they've turned it over a lot. And they've struggled to score 52 points per game, worst in the league. They turn it over a bunch of times. What stands out? How does your defense need to do what other defenses have done against this group tonight?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You go into every game and you're going to look back at past games and what have they done well, what have they not done well. And, I mean, you just mentioned a lot of things that, certainly that they'd like to do better at. But, matchups between the two teams that are playing are huge. And, we can't necessarily look at what other teams have done. I mean, we have our style of play. We have our personnel versus their personnel. And, we're not trying to recreate what other teams have done against them. We have our own game plan and what we want to do. And I've given our team fair warning anyway that, just because they've struggled through the first 7 doesn't mean that they're going to struggle in number 8. And so we're taking, it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, we came off a loss. And, we should be hungry to try to get back on the winning side regardless. And knowing that, they have capable people. They haven't put it together yet. They probably are looking to put that game together and to try to get that first victory. We just don't want to be the team to do it.
Yeah. You mentioned bounce-back mode. You lost to USC Aiken and then responded with a drubbing of Clayton State and had a great performance, scored 96 points. You lost to North Georgia, then beat them. You've been good in bounce-back opportunities. How does your team need to be in that mode and put together a good performance to leave here with a win?
I don't know. Like after the Aiken game and going into that, we had a whole week off to prepare for the 2 games down in North Georgia, and we went in with fire in our belly to play against Clayton State. The North Georgia thing was kind of the same thing, but we played them on that Sunday or Saturday, whatever day it was, and then we played them again on Tuesday. And we were playing them back at home, so it was a little bit easier to have a bounce back. But I probably over my career have done a better job after losses. It angers me and it makes me mad and all that kind of stuff. So after the loss on Saturday, we took Sunday off, and then Monday and Tuesday we went after it. I mean, yesterday was not a day before the game type practice. We wanted to get after each other and make it very difficult in how we played, and we went down the floor and we were very physical and threw caution to the wind in terms of getting people hurt. It's like, no, we're going to get prepared for it. So we'll see how it plays out tonight, because I know yesterday, we went after each other, and and that's probably what we need to do more often.
Good luck against the Pioneers.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's the head coach, Mike Mincy. We're back for more when the AEC countdown to tip-off rolls on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard. and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to Pioneer Arena, where Carson-Newman has won 4 straight against Tusculum, and now the two teams are set to face off for the 86th time all-time. Carson-Newman leads the all-time series 64-21 and has won 8 of the last 9. Tip-off for the 86th edition of Carson-Newman and Tusculum heads your way when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
Goes up with the right hand, scores, and one.
is Carson-Newman Women's Basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key, 3 for Braylon's up, swished in. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now, back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers back with you courtside as Carson-Newman tries to get back in the win column against Tusculum, a team it's beaten in its last 4 tries. Tusculum's last victory in the series was in this building on February 15th of the 2022-23 season. That was a 79-70 victory. Let's meet today's starting lineups. We'll start with Carson-Newman, who's going to sport its 3rd different lineup for the 2nd straight game. The backcourt features 2 senior guards that are both from Bearden High School. Emily Gonzalez averages 11 points per game and leads the club with 14 steals. Jennifer Sullivan is her former high school teammate and is averaging 16 points per game, the team best, along with the team best 29 assists this season. But Jen has struggled in the last 2 games, just 6.5 points, and has made just 33% of her shots during this last 2-game stretch. Keely Rogers makes up one of the front court spots. She's a redshirt junior forward from Knoxville, Tennessee. Also in the front court is junior forward from Chatsworth, Georgia, Maddie Knuckles, who has back-to-back games in which she has reset her career high. She scored a career high 19 against Coker on Saturday. The lineup for Mike Mincy's team rounds out with Abigail Johnson, the redshirt sophomore center from Cookeville, Tennessee, will make her second consecutive start and her second career start here this evening. Johnson for the season, 3 points, 4 rebounds on average. Here is Tusculum's starting lineup led by Ross Hodge in his 3rd season. He is 12-48 in his 3 seasons. In the backcourt is a sophomore from Slovakia in 20 minutes of action as the team's leading scorer at 8 points per game, Emma Nagyeva. She scored a career-high 19 points last time out off the bench against Wingate. She gets the start in this game. Also, the backcourt is a sophomore guard from Spain, Angela Gomez. She makes 50% of her threes and averages 6.5 points per game. Also, the backcourt is a graduate student guard from Ashland City, Tennessee. That's Abby Douglas. She was an all-SAC player, caliber player last year, led the team in assists and ranked top 5 in the league in assists per game. Also in the backcourt, it's a 4-guard lineup. Martina Garofoli is a freshman from Rome, Italy. 25 minutes per game. She averages just shy of 7 points per game. Again, that's Martina Garofola. To round out the backcourt, and then Dora Van Rice, a junior forward from Hungary. Averages 5 points per game and ranks 4th in the conference with her 9.5 rebounds per game. This season, it's Tusculum's blackout game, so they're in the black uniforms. Tusculum written in white, outlined in orange with a number below it, and on the back of the uniform, Carson-Newman's in its white uniforms. The ball is in the air. Maddie Knuckles wins the tip against Van Rice. The Lady Eagles start with the ball moving right to left against a man-to-man defense. Sullivan driving middle, stops in the paint, kicks it out, Knuckles. Knuckles back to Jen Sullivan, top of the key. Left-hand dribble to the basket, running left-hand shot, missed everything, hit the glass. Rebound loose underneath, it flutters to the ground. Knuckles to the floor, bounces it out to Gonzalez. Shot clock didn't reset. 7 to shoot. Knuckles handoff with Rogers with 5. Keeley driving downhill, throws it up off the side of the backboard. No, gets her miss and floats it up and in. Funky possession, but it turns into a Keeley Rogers layup on a floating shot. 36 seconds in, Carson-Newman's on the board. Eagles deflected the inbound pass out of bounds. Tusculum leads the conference in turnovers per game. Carson-Newman's coming out pressing. In the backcourt, it's Gomez, double team, dribbles, still looking for help, and throws it into the front court, caught by Douglas. Douglas pulls up, left elbow shot, back iron miss. Rebound fought for, Van Rice has it for TU. Pick it out front to Garofolo, and she will set up the offense. Garofalo now to Van Rice. Try to pass to Gomez, now recovers and gives to Nagyova with 4. Right wing, Douglas, left-hand dribble, step back 3 is in the air, and it's butter! Abby Douglas drills her 3rd 3 of the year. The Pioneers have their first lead since November 19th. Sullivan, right wing, tries to split 2, bounces it inside. Johnson couldn't handle the pass. It's a Carson-Newman turnover. Transition, follow. Skip pass now, right corner, catch 3 in the air for Nagyova. Off the left of the iron, Maddie Knuckles into the air from the defensive rebound. Transition, CN. Rogers, transition to the right block. Stops, kicks it out, Sullivan. Pump fakes a deep 3, stops and dishes off, but the pass was deflected and turned over. Second straight Sullivan turnover, gives it back to TU. Transition, Gomez to the trailing Garofolo. She drives right, going to the basket. Knuckles blocks the shot and saved it inbounds for the time being, but her left foot was on the end line, so possession stays with Tusculum. We're 2 minutes in, and the Pioneers have a 1-point lead, as Carson-Newman's committed 2 turnovers in its last 2 possessions down the floor. Shot clock will reset to a full 30. They deem Knuckles did have possession before stepping out of bounds. Inbound, now into the left corner. It's caught by Nagyova. Back out front to Garofalo. Garofalo gives it to Douglas, right wing. It's caught by Gomez. Tusculum throws it inside. Dora Van Rice catches, shoots from the free throw line. Missed it off to the right. Rebound deflects into the hands of Sullivan. Sullivan races past a defender into the front court. Gives it to Maddie Knuckles. Turns down a 3. They throw it inside. Johnson handles the pass, but it was deflected out from behind by Van Rice as Johnson tried to turn to her left shoulder. Possession stays with Carson-Newman. 2.5 minutes in, Eagles trailed by a deuce, or by one rather. Sullivan inbound, left elbow catch Johnson. To Knuckles, now to a open Sullivan, left wing three is spinning in. It's a deep two. Foot was on the line for Sullivan. Her first basket, now a steal by Gonzalez. Bounce feed, Sullivan the deuce. 4 quick ones from Carson-Newman after Gonzalez's steal. Sullivan's got 4 straight. Carson-Newman leads by 3. Douglas doubled in the backcourt, launches it to midcourt. It's caught by Nagyova. She sprints into the front court to break the timeline. Now a one-handed pass right wing for Gomez. She rips through, crossover dribble on Knuckles, kicks down Van Rice. One more, left wing 3 in the air. Nagyova's got a triple. She shoots 35% from 3, and that basket levels the score at 6. Carson-Newman has made its last 3 shots from the field after missing its first 2 in this contest. Gonzalez dribble handoff with Sullivan right wing. Jen around his screen, double, bounces Johnson, skip it, Rogers, one more, left corner, Gonzalez triple in the air, too strong. Johnson had the rebound, it deflects out of her hands by a Tusculum defender, and possession stays with Carson-Newman. Eagles will bring their first bench player into the game. It's Chloe Heath, who also reset her career high on Saturday with 13 points. Inbound, Knuckles gives it back to Sullivan, head of the key. Sullivan steps into a free throw line shot, and it's nothing but strings. 6 straight points scored by Jennifer Sullivan, and Carson-Newman regains the lead. It's by 2. 4 minutes into the game, Douglas left-hand dribble up the floor, breaks the pressure, skips left corner, Nagyova 3. Too strong, rebound deflects, and we've got a foul underneath on Abby Douglas. Tried to shield off Rogers, who was in better position for the rebound, and Douglas committed her first foul, the game's first foul, at the 6-minute mark of this first quarter. Eagles bring it front court against now a Tusculum zone defense. 2-3 zone, extended 2-3. Rogers left corner, Gonzalez, bounce it baseline, Knuckles, back out front, it goes to Sullivan, 10 to shoot, into the right corner, Heath, back to Sullivan, timer down to 8, Knuckles skip to the corner, Gonzalez attacks a closeout, kicks out, Rogers left wing 3, too strong, offensive rebound, Knuckles, a pump fake, had her shot blocked, and swatted by Horner. And now Garofalo brings it front court for the Pioneers, who trail by 2. Douglas to the basket, spins off glass with a shot, missed it, follows up her shot, kicks it out, right corner 3, Nagyova too strong. And Knuckles positioned well for the rebound. Eagles by 2 with the ball. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble, back out front, Maddie Knuckles. Plenty of subs waiting as we're halfway through the first quarter. Rogers dribbles into the paint, backdoor cutting is Gonzalez, met by 2. Bounces it left corner, Knuckles triple is an air ball into the hands of Rogers. Shot clock stays at 7, out to Sullivan. Her 3 in the air, spins in and out. Heath offensive rebound, up and under with the left hand off glass is good. Chloe Heath gets on the scoreboard to increase Carson-Newman's lead to 4. And a deflection out by Gonzalez will bring us to our first timeout. Carson-Newman's defense off to a good start. The Pioneers have missed 6 of their last 7 shots. And the Lady Eagles, after a shaky offensive start, have gotten 6 quick ones from Jennifer Sullivan and a Chloe Heath layup that has increased CN's lead to 4. It's 10-6 at our first media break with 4:40 to play in the opening frame. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Tusculum brings it front court, moving left to right. Eagles have a fresh 5 on the floor, 5 bench players out there right now. As Garofalo bounces left side, it's caught by Calvert. Or check that, Aisha Patel, a freshman, now gives off to Gomez. Around his screen, Garofalo cut off, lobs it high post corner, 3 to shoot. Corner, hands off Nagyova around a screen for a 3 from the left wing, missed it short. Rebound deflects and is controlled by Sybil Penland. Numbers for the Eagles, into the right corner, Heath turns down the triple, and now the Eagles will set up offensively. Carly Hayworth, right-hand dribble, kicks it out, Heath out to Hill. Caroline Hill, step back 3, head of the key is in the air, off the backboard first, too strong. Rebound, Josie Horner. Horner rolls the ball into the front court for the Pioneers, giving it into the corner for Nagyova. Nagyova driving baseline on Hill, and we've got a foul called on Caroline Hill. Carson-Newman's first foul of the quarter is on the sophomore from Kingsport, Tennessee. Both teams have a team foul, 3:41 to go in the first frame. Pioneers inbounding right baseline. Looking, Madison Neal needs to get it in and does to the right wing for Nagyova. Nagyova fakes a handoff, now gives it back out front. Garofalo, a 3 in the air, is off the front of the iron, missed. Neal tips the rebound to herself to keep the Pioneers' possession alive. Third offensive rebound for TU. Shot clock now under 10 as Nagyova goes to work, right-hand dribble, bounce it into the corner, low pass, controlled. Now skip to Neal, long 3 in the air, missed everything, and goes out of bounds to Carson-Newman. Tusculum has missed 6 straight shots and 9 of its last 10 from the field. After starting this game, 2 of 3 from the field. Carson-Newman brings it into the front court, up by 4. One-hand pass to the corner for Hill. Tusculum still in a zone defense. It's a 3-2 now. Carly Hayworth, top of the key, reverse to Madeline Ladd, left wing, back to Hayworth. Hayworth back left wing, Ladd triple in the air, too strong. Offensive rebound into the corner for Caroline Hill. She dribbles it out to the wing for a 3 and misses. Offensive rebound, Sybil Penland. Kick it out, Ladd, third try on this trip, another air ball. And the rebound goes to Sybil Penland. She misses her shot inside. And the rebound is collected finally defensively by the Pioneers. 4 misses inside from the Lady Eagles that trip down as Nagyova tries to end the cool streak, and she does with the pull-up jumper. Her 5th point, and the Pioneers have put points on the board for the first time in 4.5 minutes. 2-point game, 2:15 to go first quarter. High post Ladd, turns, shoots from the free throw line, too strong with a shot. Defensive rebound, Patel. Pioneers can regain the lead with a 3 this trip down as Garofalo breaks the pressure, stops at the right wing, throws it to the block, pass deflects into the hands of Patel. Pioneers working around the perimeter, Nagyova with a shot clock nearing 10. Off to Neal, cutting inside is Patel, and she got whacked by Sybil Penland, who was late getting in her position to play help side defense. That is Penland's first and Carson-Newman's second foul. It's a shooting foul. And so free throws coming for Aisha Patel, a freshman forward from Knoxville, Tennessee. There's been a nice piece off the bench for Roger Hodges' team this year. Her first free throw's in the air, and it spins through. Game is now a 10-9 contest. The Pioneers have scored the last 4. Next one up, good, swished in. We're tied at 10 with 110 seconds to play in the frame. Pioneers will bring Donna Van Rice into the game as well. So a bigger lineup, 2 6-footers on the floor for the Pioneers here. A steal, Van Rice the steal, and the deuce and 1. Carson-Newman turned it over in the backcourt, and then Sybil Penland found Dora Van Rice, who made the layup through the contact. Second on Penland. 3rd team foul. Van Rice has her first 2, and the Pioneers have rattled off 6 straight to take their 2nd lead of the game after not leading for 3 straight games. Free throw is up and good. 3-point play completed. 7-0 run over the last 60 seconds of this game. as the Pioneers up by 3. Harmony Sullivan on the floor for the Eagles here late in the frame. Lob it to Maddie Knuckles near the sideline. She tracks it down, gives to Penland. Penland breaks the pressure, bounce feed Sullivan, lost it on the way up, and it's a Carson-Newman turnover. 5 first-quarter mistakes for Mike Mincy's team, while Tusculum, who's committed the most turnovers per game in Division II, has just 1. Inbound left baseline, Neal in the backcourt. She has the ball now, giving it to Garofalo, left sideline, lobs it front court. Chloe Heath saves it inbounds, but did step on the sideline trying to save that ball that was headed right for us here at the scores table. Was out of bounds. Tusculum breaks the pressure and will inbound right in front of Carson-Newman's bench, up by 3 with 1:25 to play in the first quarter. Abby Douglas, the graduate student around his screen, driving, pump fakes at the block and travels. Made the basket, but that pivot foot moved as she tried to stop to pivot to get to her left shoulder. And it's Tusculum's second turnover. More pressure for the Pioneers. Knuckles, long skip front court, Sullivan the catch. Jen breaks the pressure with ease. Pulls it back with 70 seconds to go in the quarter as Sybil Penland tries a deep 2. Missed it. Rebound to Sullivan. She drives to the basket, shovels for Heath. But we've got a foul underneath, I think. It is a foul on Tusculum's Julia Schwichtenberg. The freshman from Poland is in the game for the first time, committing Tusculum's second team foul. Inbound Carson-Newman Knuckles, now to Penland. Left side Harmony Sullivan. Fakes a pass, dribbles around his screen. Lobs it Sullivan. 10 to shoot. Jen going to work into the painted area, drives to the basket. Left hand layup high off the glass. Ends a near 4-minute scoring drought for the Lady Eagles to draw within 1. Double team in the backcourt. Madison Neal lobs it front court, caught by Nagyova. Nagyova will slow it up with a 17-second difference between the clocks. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Throw it inside. We've got a foul on the cut by Carson-Newman's Maddie Knuckles. Tried to get to the spot before Van Rice did, and bumped into the junior forward. First foul on Knuckles. Carson-Newman had a foul to give. That's the 4th team foul, so the Pioneers will inbound from the baseline. Into the corner it goes to Van Rice. 10-second difference between the clocks. Schwichtenberg trying to back down Penland. Instead kicks it out Van Rice. Gomez looks at the timer. It's down to 10. In and out dribble, kick it, right corner, Neal 3. Back iron miss. Rebound tipped around. Schwichtenberg tracks it down and then is fouled. Foul on Sybil Penland. That's her 3rd foul. And 4 more minutes off the bench. That's team foul 5, so Schwichtenberg will get free throws for Tusculum, who is trying to increase the advantage here late in the first quarter. First free throw is good from Schwichtenberg to make it 14-12. That's her second made free throw of the year. 14-12 is the score. The freshman from Poland puts the next one up. It's no good. Tracks down her own miss. Kicks it out Van Rice. Second chance for the Pioneers. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Douglas, right-hand dribble. Pump fakes, kicks it. Gomez, catch 3. Bricked it off the backboard, and that's the first quarter. Carson-Newman shoots just 30%. Tusculum only makes 27% of its shots, but did make 2 threes compared to Carson-Newman's 0 threes. And they also made 4 free throws, and the Pioneers overcome first quarter offensive woes by taking care of the ball and making free throws. 2-point lead for Tusculum at the end of 1 here at Pioneer Arena on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all of your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. Carson-Newman has its starting five out there to start the second quarter. Tusculum ball, Madison Neal, one dribble pull up from the corner is an air ball. Defensive rebound, Keely Rogers. No transition numbers. Sullivan has the basketball. She has 8 of Carson-Newman's 12 points. Sullivan out front to Knuckles against a zone defense. Sullivan fakes a pass, now drives inside, stops, goes baseline. Abigail Johnson catches and misses the shot, in and out. And the Eagles touch that ball out of bounds last possession to Tusculum. Pioneers have played great defense on the perimeter. They're one of the best teams at defending the three-point shot, and they have done just that here in the first quarter. Carson-Newman's 0 for 8 from long distance. Douglas skip pass into the middle of the floor. Gomez crossover, now skips it inside. Schwichtenberg traveled. Took an extra step as she tried to pass the ball, as she was stumbling backwards on that pass inside. Tusculum's committed 3 turnovers as the Eagles face some full court pressure from the Pioneers. Knuckles, right side. Gonzalez still in the backcourt against a double team. Emily picks her dribble up, goes middle for Keely Rogers. Rogers drives to the trailing Gonzalez now. Emily drives inside, right hand shot off glass, missed everything. Van Rice, defensive rebound. Pioneers still have a 2-point lead. We're a minute into the second quarter as Douglas in transition, left hand dribble to the baseline. Nothing there, looks for a high post entry, instead skips to Van Rice. Van Rice attacking a closeout, drives, missed a wild shot from the left side. Defensive rebound, Gonzalez. Gonzalez brings it front court for CN. To Sullivan, one more, Maddie Knuckles, right wing 3 is up in, but it's buckets. Carson-Newman's first 3 comes from Maddie Knuckles. Her first 3, that's a 1-point CN lead. Van Rice to Gomez to break the pressure. Long skip, Douglas catches along the baseline and got fouled. Douglas trying to wrap around the baseline on Johnson, and Johnson commits her first foul. Carson-Newman's first of the second quarter. Pioneers make another change. Patel back on the floor. The Pioneers still have 2 6-foot players out on the floor in Patel and Van Rice. Inbound, way out front to the Italian Martina Garofolo. Now to the baseline, Patel. She'll catch and launch a 3, and it banks in off the top of the backboard. Patel has made a 3 in all 7 of her appearances this year, and the Pioneers lead by 2. Sullivan, right wing, trying to answer, and does. Jennifer Sullivan's the first player in double figures with 11. Carson-Newman back in front by a point. Patel throws it middle. Van Rice is fouled. Tusculum's handled this pressure pretty well as Maddie Knuckles commits her second foul. And the team's second as well in this second quarter. So Knuckles with 2 and Sybil Penland with 3. Early foul trouble in this first half for Carson-Newman as the Pioneers bring Emma Nagyova back to the floor. Dribble handoff, Abby Douglas, right wing. Skip it, Patel, top of the key. She'll launch a 3. It's short. Hit the front of the iron. Keely Rogers, defensive rebound, her 5th. Rogers sprinting front court in transition to the corner. Knuckles, bounce it back to Rogers. Keely driving inside the arc in the paint. Lobs it back out, Sullivan. Jennifer Sullivan dribbling to the basket. Left hand layup, missed. Johnson, offensive rebound. Her stick back shot is blocked by Patel. And then a foul by Carson-Newman as Douglas was knocked over. That's the second on Abigail Johnson. And Mike Mincy's requesting for a timeout. The Lady Eagles have the lead. It's 18-17 with 7:18 to play in the second quarter, but offense has been difficult for the Lady Eagles. They are shooting 31% from the field and have turned it over 5 times through the first 12-plus minutes of basketball. Lady Eagles by 1 here inside Pioneer Arena. We're back for more hoops in Pioneer Arena after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years is Magaha Electric, the perfect choice for all of your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all of your electric contracting needs. Magaha Electric is your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Tusculum ball out of a timeout. Douglas, right wing. Spinning around Rogers, drives to the basket and makes a right-hand layup. And Tusculum's back in front by a point. Transition goes Carson-Newman. Madeline Ladd to the left wing, gives to Gonzalez. We're over 3 minutes into the second quarter. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble out front. One-hand pass for Sullivan. Sullivan around his screen. Dribbles to the baseline, trying to lob pass. Got deflected and stolen by Douglas. Douglas forces Carson-Newman into its 6th turnover. Left wing, Van Rice hands it back to Garofolo. Out front, it's caught by Nagyova. Just pass to Patel, right wing. To the cutting Douglas. Layup is off the bottom of the rim. Offensive rebound, Douglas, and she throws it back up and in. 4 straight for Abby Douglas, and Tusculum leads by 3. 21-18. 4 minutes into the second quarter. Keely Rogers driving to the basket. Right hand layup off glass through contact. He's good. Keely Rogers has her second field goal. Eagles within 1, and now Rogers the steal. Keely, bounce pass, cross court, Sullivan. Pump fakes a 3. Throws it to Johnson, one more into the corner, Rogers. Lady Eagles reset. Keely, crossover dribble in the lane, goes left corner. Gonzalez, pump fakes a 3, driving inside, skips it out. Sullivan, catch 3 in the air, butter! Jen has 14 first half points. Carson-Newman just like that. Back-to-back 3s to lead by 2. Into the middle of the court, it's another Keely Rogers steal. Sullivan, wing 3, cash! Back-to-back Jen 3s, she has 17. Rogers with consecutive steals to set it up. Eagles by 5 now. Douglas skips to Van Rice, now a skip into the middle for Garofolo. She drives middle against Rogers, has her shot blocked at the rim. Keely's all over the floor, sparking an 8-0 run. Rogers transition, got fouled. On the drive inside, 2 players clashed in on her, and Rogers was fouled by Emma Nagyova. First on her, and the first by Tusculum here in the second quarter. It wasn't the active shooting, so free throws for Rogers at the 5:04 mark of this second quarter. It's an 8-0 run over the last minute, sparked by Rogers' defense and Jennifer Sullivan's shooting ability. Jen is 7 of 10 from the field and has 9 of the last 11 points for Carson-Newman as Rogers swishes in the first free throw to extend this scoring run that nears double digits. Rogers with 5 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals here in the first half. Second free throw's up and good. Carson-Newman leads by 7 thanks to a 10-0 run. Inbound to the backcourt, Garofolo, fouled by Caroline Hill. That's the 4th team foul, and that's Hill's 2nd. Carson-Newman's foul trouble continues to play a factor here. A fourth player with 2 or more in this first half. Garofalo double to the backcourt. Lob pass Nagyova up the sideline. She goes. Doubled and stepped along the sideline. Tusculum's turned it over for a 6th time. They've turned it over 3 times in the last 80 seconds of this game. Inbound to Sullivan. She has 17 of Carson-Newman's 28 points. Sullivan skip past Rogers. Keeley driving middle, goes corner for Madeline Ladd. Now to Rogers, one more to Sullivan. Top of the key 3 from Sullivan. Barely hit the rim. Long rebound out to the perimeter for Gomez, and she was fouled. Caroline Hill whistled for that foul. That's her 3rd. So Caroline Hill and Sybil Penland have 3 fouls for the Lady Eagles. Maddie Knuckles and Abigail Johnson sit on the bench right now with 2. So 4 players with 2 or more. And now Hill and Penland out there, or go to the bench with 3. Free throws for Angela Gomez. First one's good for the sophomore from Spain, who makes her 5th free throw in 10 attempts this year. 28-22, 4:36 left in the second quarter. Next free throw is short. Offensive rebound, Van Rice. Second time Tusculum's grabbed an offensive rebound after a missed free throw in this first half. Nagyova left wing, foul line extended. Now dribbles outside the perimeter. Just pass to Garofalo. Shot clock at 5. Garofalo step back around his screen. 2 to shoot, driving on Heath. Stops and a shot clock violation. Good defending by Carson-Newman after it gave up the offensive rebound to force Tusculum into its 4th turnover over the last 2 minutes. Pioneers still with some pressure. Hayworth in the middle of the defense. Splits through traffic. Carly driving inside. Bounce pass to the cutting Sullivan. 10-foot shot up and missed it too strong. Rebound collected by Gomez. Bounce it up the sideline. Nagyova traveled with the ball. More Tusculum turnovers. That's 5 turnovers in 2.5 minutes after the Pioneers only had 3 in the first 12.5 minutes of this game. Carson-Newman's ramping up its defensive intensity as this second quarter has continued on, leading by 6 with less than 4 to play in the first half. Pioneers in a 3-2 extended zone. Hayworth and Rogers reverse it to the corner for Gonzalez. Emily skip past Rogers, top of the key. Keeley, one-hand bounce pass. Carly Hayworth, right wing 3 in the air. Swish! Carly Hayworth hits Carson-Newman's 5th 3 of the first half, 4th of the quarter. And Carson-Newman leads by 9. Cross-court skip to Van Rice to break the pressure. And now the Pioneers can set up in the half-court, down, now trailing by 9. It's a 13-1 runs for the Lady Eagles as Josie Horner backs down Heath, goes up with a shot, got blocked inside by Chloe Heath. Transition, Gonzalez crosses the timeline. Right-hand dribble to the painted area. Euro step in the hang and the finish from Gonzalez. Timeout, Tusculum. A highlight reel finish by Emily Gonzalez. The Euro step past one defender in the English to flip it up and in from the right side. And it's a 15-1 scoring run in 3 minutes for Mike Mincy's team to take their first double-digit lead of the game. Pioneers burn a timeout, 3:06 to play in this second quarter that has been dominated by Carson-Newman's defense and much better offense. After the Lady Eagles shot 30% in the first quarter, they're shooting 54% in the second quarter and have made 5 3-pointers in this second quarter, all led by Jennifer Sullivan's 17. 30-second timeout by the Pioneers. So the two teams now have returned to the floor. Carson-Newman in its 2-2-1 pressure. Nagyova sprints up the floor, beats everybody down the floor, now bounces to the baseline. It's caught by Van Rice. She'll dribble and hand off Garofalo. Dribbling baseline, now cut off and dribbles it out front to Gomez. Bounce it left side, Madison Neal. 12 to shoot, left elbow catch, Horner. Stops, throws one up, airballed it. Rebound, Keeley Rogers. She has 7 boards. Bounce pass Sullivan. Jen inside the arc, behind the back dribble. Now lobs it, Rogers. Left corner, Gonzalez to the baseline, Heath. Chloe Heath backing down Horner, up and under move over Heath, or by Heath over Horner is good. Chloe Heath has her second field goal, and Carson-Newman's run is 17-1. Pioneers have not made a field goal in 4 minutes as Garofalo lobs it out front. Horner trying to change that with a long three. It hits the back of the iron, and Rogers leaps into the air for her 8th rebound. Transition go the Lady Eagles. Gonzalez turns it over, tried to dribble around Van Rice, and threw it away. Steal for the Pioneers, who trail by 13 and have not scored in near 3 minutes and have missed their last 4 shots from the field. Gomez, one-hand pass. Garofalo back to Gomez. Pass deflected out as they try to go to the corner for Neal. Buck 45 to play in the second corner as Harmony Sullivan will sprint into the game. Tusculum returns to the floor and brings Julia Schwichtenberg back in. 35-22, a 17-1 run over the last 4:30 for CN. Schwichtenberg, high off glass, too strong with a shot, but got fouled inside by Chloe Heath. First foul by Chloe Heath. It's a shooting foul, so Julia Schwichtenberg, the freshman from Poland, is set to get more free throws. She's 1 of 2 in the game as Keely Rogers will get a much-needed rest. She has been all over the floor in this first half. 14 minutes on the floor, 6 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Schwichtenberg, nothing but strings on the first free throw to make it 35-23, Carson-Newman. Tusculum's only points since an Abby Douglas layup at the 6-minute mark have been free throws. Schwichtenberg too strong on that 3. Rebounded by Carson-Newman. Chloe Heath gives to Jen Sullivan, top of the key. Sullivan dribbling out front, around a screen, fires a 3, missed it too strong. Van Rice rebound for the Pioneers. Outlet pass Garofalo. Backdoor cutting is Gomez. Now into the painted area, skips it for Neal. Neal driving middle, had her pocket stripped by Weddington. Jump ball, and the arrow favors Carson-Newman. Delaney Weddington just into the game was able to get her right hand in there to deflect the ball away and force the jump ball. The possession arrow favors Carson-Newman. Inbound, Carly Hayworth. Hayworth sprints it up the floor for Carson-Newman, leads by 12. Now pulls it out, and Mike Mincy wants to run a play with 60 seconds to play in the first half. Zone defense of the Pioneers, extended 3-2. Weddington high post to Chloe Heath. Back out Sullivan. She pump fakes a 3, double team, gives to Heath. Fakes a shot, now goes right corner. Harmony Sullivan, 3 in the air, air ball. Sullivan offensive rebound. It grazed the iron. Shot clock resets. Sullivan up and under. Missed it off the bottom of the backboard. Rebound Tusculum. Garofalo sprints front court. 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here in this first half. Garofalo around his screen. Left-hand dribble, stops, gives it to Schwichtenberg. Free throw line shot bricks off the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound, Schwichtenberg back up, missed it again off glass, too strong. Defensive rebound, Chloe Heath. Heath needs help, gives it to Carly Hayworth. Hayworth sprints across the timeline, 5 seconds. Carly dribbling out front, now drives inside. Euro step up in, no good, but a foul with a 1.5 left. Donna Van Rice commits the foul as Hayworth tried to slice her way through the defense and got dinged for a foul. Van Rice commits her first, and Carly Hayworth is set to get free throws for CN with a 2.5 left. Hayworth scoreless, or rather has just 3 points in this game, and the first free throw rattles in and out, no good. Just Carson-Newman's 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of this first half. Hayworth has the basketball back. Next one's up into the air. She jumps and swishes it in. 36-23. Tusculum inbounds, and there won't be another shot up. And that's the end. Although that half-court shot went in from Angela Gomez from half-court, but it was well after the whistle. What a shot from Gomez, but it was well after the whistle, and it will not count. The officials are going to check it, but they made an immediate distinction. That ball and shot will not count. We'll clarify that at halftime. But it's Carson-Newman 36, Tusculum 23. Should that shot not count, as I appear it won't, Tusculum will be held without a field goal over the last 6 minutes of that first half, and Carson-Newman goes on an 18-3 run to lead by 13 at the break, 36-23 here at halftime in Pioneer Arena. We'll break it all down with the Eagle Shop halftime report that heads your way after these messages along the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagles Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagles Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside. It's the 11E rivalry between Carson-Newman and Tusculum on this cold, chilly Wednesday evening. We're indoors where the shooting has been a little cold, especially for Tusculum so far. The Pioneers shoot 24% in that first half and 23% of the second quarter, and trail Carson-Newman by 13 points, 36-23. The Lady Eagles were sparked by an excellent second quarter and really an excellent final 6 minutes of that second quarter. Its defense led to plenty of offense from Jennifer Sullivan. Sullivan scores a game-high 17 points in that first half, 7 of 14 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3. She was fantastic to face a Carson-Newman team that made 5 of its 16 threes, but they made 5 of their 8 threes in the third quarter. Carson-Newman had to overcome first quarter shooting woes to lead by 13 at the break. They outscored Tusculum 24-9 in that second quarter and held the Pioneers to just 2 points over the final 6 minutes of the second quarter. An 18-2 run over the last 6 minutes. The Pioneers did not score a basket in the final 6 minutes of that first half, and Carson-Newman's defense ramped up. In that final 6 minutes, the Lady Eagles forced Tusculum into 6 turnovers, and Carson-Newman also took care of the ball, as it did not do early in that first half. They only had 7 and did so much better in that second quarter to help open up this 13-point lead. Some notable numbers. We mentioned Sullivan's game-high 17 in 17 minutes on the floor. Carson-Newman's 38% from the field. Points off turnovers, while the turnover category is somewhat even, 9-7, favoring Carson-Newman with fewer turnovers. The Lady Eagles have scored 13 points off of those turnovers compared to Tusculum's just 6 points off of turnovers. The Lady Eagles also doing well in transition and in the paint, holding a +8 advantage in points in the paint and in fast break points here at intermission. Abby Douglas leads Tusculum in scoring. She averages 7 points per game. She is at that number in the first half, 3 of 6 shooting, 1 of 1 from 3, 7 points, 3 rebounds at the break here at Pioneer Arena in Greenville, Tennessee. It's Carson-Newman 36, Tusculum 23 in the 86th all-time meeting between these two clubs. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, go reach for Domino's. You get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 if you use your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Jennifer Sullivan's game-high 17 after scoring just 13 over her last 2 games. She has 17 in the first half of this one to face a Carson-Newman team that leads by 13 at the break. We take a look around the South Atlantic Conference scoreboard when we return to Pioneer Arena courtside after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to Pioneer Arena, where Carson-Newman used a great second quarter, outscored Tusculum by 15 to lead by 13 at intermission. Let's take a look around the South Atlantic Conference, and in one of the more bizarre finishes you will hear about, it's Anderson defeating Young Harris 69-58. How about this? The Trojans did not allow Young Harris to score over the last 5+ minutes of the fourth quarter and went on a 20-0 run in 5 minutes. Jonathan Barbary's team collects a nice non-conference win over Young Harris, 69-50. 8. That's a non-conference win for the Trojans. That's Carson-Newman's opponent on Saturday. All other games going on in the South Atlantic Conference are league games on this Wednesday evening. In Hickory, North Carolina, it's the Catawba College Catawba Indians leading the Bears 44-43. Brooklyn Ingram has a game-high 13 to put Catawba ahead by a point at intermission. In Wise, Virginia, it's the Highland Cavaliers hosting Emory and Henry. It's UVA Wise 40 and Emory and Henry 31. Caroline Mullins, one of the reigning conference player of the week. She was the player of the week the first week of the regular season. Scores 17 points and grabs 8 rebounds in 20 minutes of action in that first half to lead the Cavaliers to a 9-point lead. All Lincoln Memorial and Harrogate, it's 54-22. At intermission, the Rail Splitters bury 8 threes to shoot 51%, and they only turn it over twice to lead by 32 at the break, 54-22. And the only other game in action right now, it is Coker, rated 9th. They moved up a spot after a 2-0 week last week. They lead Newberry 30-27 at intermission. Pretty closely contested game there throughout. The Cobras and Wolves battling it out, and so far it's Raquel Brown's 15 points that has the Wolves within striking distance against a top 10 team on the road. 36-23 here inside of Pioneer Arena. It's Carson-Newman up at halftime, trying to get back in the win column and avoid back-to-back losses for the first time this season. Lady Eagles are unbeaten when leading at the break. They'll try to keep it that way as we get set for the start of the second half after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, losing her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back with you courtside as Carson-Newman and Tusculum are squaring off for the 86th meeting all-time between the two programs. Before we get set for the start of the second half, let's remind you, Eagle fans, that InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, laser focused on your success. 36-23, Jennifer Sullivan, 17 points, has Carson-Newman up by 13. She's the only player with multiple made threes and the only player that is in double figures. Pioneers ball moving right to left to start the second half against Carson-Newman's man-to-man defense. The Lady Eagles in their white uniforms here on the road. Abby Douglas dribbling middle, left-hand dribble all the way to the basket and uses the banking board for two. Had to finish over the outstretched arm of Keely Rogers. The Pioneers have their first field goal in more than 6 minutes, dating back to the end of the second quarter. Sullivan rips through, drives, pivots at the right block. No shot there, so she bounces for Knuckles. High post entry for Johnson. She catches, kicks it out. Rogers, wing triple in the air. Short. Long rebound bounces into the hands of Johnson to a cutting Rogers. She's cut off by a second defender and now gives it out front Sullivan. Sullivan to Keely Rogers, left wing. Right-hand dribble to the middle of the floor, gives to Knuckles. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Knuckles picks her dribble up at the opposite wing, gives to Rogers with 4. Keely, step back, heave, 3. Hits the front of the iron, rolls around and out. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. Last touched by Tusculum. Carson-Newman getting multiple looks. Johnson creates both offensive rebounds. Unable to grab that one, but forced Van Rice to deflect it out last. So a third chance this trip for Carson-Newman. Knuckles gives to Sullivan after a down screen. Sullivan with space, fires a 3, missed it off to the right. Rebound, Abby Douglas in the corner for Tusculum. Pioneers going to try to put together a double-digit rally here in the second half, trailing by 11, and could get within single digits here. Garofalo around his screen. Head fake, now gives it to Gomez. Head of the key, 3 in the air, too strong, back iron miss. Keely Rogers has her 9th rebound. Rogers transition, dribbles to the left wing. Looks for a cutter, now Heat skips it, cross court, Knuckles catch 3. Off the iron, no good, rebound deflected. Fought for, Gonzalez racing to the sideline, touched it last. Trying to save it in bounds. Carson-Newman off to a slow start to shooting the second half, has missed its first 4 field goal attempts after halftime. Eagles in their pressure. Garofalo lobs front court, Douglas. Douglas has the pass deflected, now recovers. Approaching 2 minutes into the third quarter. Douglas, left-hand dribble to the basket against Knuckles, uses glass, missed it, too strong. Rebound, Abigail Johnson. Johnson dribbles it up the floor, now skips and throws it away. A steal for Gomez. Gomez off to the basket, missed the layup, left it short. Van Rice, rebound. Van Rice kicks it out to Nagyova, now to Douglas. Nagyova, handoff. Garofalo, handoff to Van Rice. Van Rice, crossover to the basket, bumped in, foul on her way up. Abigail Johnson commits the personal foul. That's her 3rd foul. And it's the first team foul of the third quarter. And free throws coming for Donna Van Rice as Chloe Heath's going to sprint into the game and take the place of Johnson here. 2 minutes and 18 seconds into the third quarter. Van Rice shoots free throws at a 40% rate early in the year. First one around and through. Pioneers have made 7 of their 10 free throws in the game. They've got all 3 points after halftime. Second one is in the air, high arcing swish to make it a single-digit game. Long skip front court, Sullivan fakes a pass, now dribbles into the paint, bounce it behind Heath and into the hands of Van Rice for a steal. Van Rice brings it up the floor for the Pioneers, who can get within 6 with a 3. After trailing early and at halftime by 13. Douglas hands it off. Here's a 3 up in the air by Nagyova off to the left. Long rebound into the corner for Van Rice, and she was fouled by Chloe Heath. Pioneers have 10 offensive rebounds now in the game as Heath commits her 2nd foul. And Carson-Newman's committed 2 in the period. Lady Eagles have missed their first 6 shots from the field. Or check that, 4 shots still. Here to start quarter 3. Nagyova. Hands off Gomez. In and out dribble to the basket. Right-hand shot high off glass. No good. Offensive rebound. Douglas stick back good. 7-point game 36-29. Gonzalez races inside the arc. To the baseline she goes. Cut off. Now lobs Sullivan. Sullivan throws it inside. The catch by Heath and the right-hand layup off glass. Good find by Sullivan, who collects her second assist on Heath's third field goal. Eagles by 9. Van Rice breaks the pressure into the corner. It goes for Nagyova. Pioneers will set up in the half court. Gomez head of the key. To Garofalo, right wing, back to Gomez. Gomez rips through, going to the basket. Lost it on the way up, kicks it out, pass deflected. Stolen initially, it's still loose in the left corner. And it's last off of Carson-Newman. A hectic sequence there in the corner. It looked like Rogers had a steal, and then it got deflected away from her, and then it was loose again, and Tusculum sees it last touched by CN. Inbound all the way out near midcourt. Garofalo, step back three, left wing, it's in the air, and it's Butter. Deep two for Martina Garofalo as Sullivan tries to answer. Right wing three is short. Long rebound, head of the key. Gonzalez tracks down the miss. Eagles by 7 with the ball. Gonzalez bounce feed. Knuckles cuts and is fouled. Nice find by Emily Gonzalez. Knuckles with the cut, and she was fouled in the act of shooting by Donna Van Rice. Dora Van Rice commits her second foul, first by Tusculum in the quarter, and Maddie Knuckles is set to get free throws for CN, who leads by 7. First one's in the air, swished in by Maddie Knuckles, who has her 4th point of the contest. 39-31, make it 40-31 as she makes both free throws. Carson-Newman stays good at the line. They're 5 of 6 in the game. Full court pressure here from the Lady Eagles. All 10 players are in the backcourt. Heath is the farthest one back. She's right at midcourt. Pioneers bounce it up the sideline. Garofalo skips it back to Nagyova. Football pass to the sideline. Douglas tips her toes to stay in play. Left-hand dribble to the basket. Douglas pump fakes. Goes up and bricks it off the backboard too strong. Keely Rogers has her 10th rebound. Rogers transition. Right-hand dribble. Inside the arc, looks for a cutter, nothing there. Now bounces for Knuckles. Knuckles gives to Gonzalez. Mike Mincy wants to set up half-court offense. Plenty of time on this possession. Knuckles left elbow, fakes a pass, now turns, shoots, and missed it short. Rebound deflects into the hands of Caroline Hill. Hill around his screen. Skips it left side, Gonzalez. Gonzalez driving inside, kicks it right wing, now to Rogers. 10 to shoot, Keeley driving to the basket, stops at the block, and is fouled. Emma Nagyova gave too much body contact trying to keep up with the speedy Rogers. Second on Nagyova, second on the Pioneers in the third. Eagles inbound left baseline up by 9. Gonzalez lob elbow for Knuckles. Knuckles rips through, gives to Caroline Hill. Hill dribbling, now gives to Rogers. Keeley around his screen, one-handed pass for Heath. Rogers around his screen, dribbling inside. Try to pass, it got deflected, gets it back, throws it up, missed it too strong. Rebound, Dora Van Rice. Van Rice bounces the outlet pass up the floor for Garofalo. 4:45 and a rolling third quarter clock. Eagles by 9. Being outscored in the third quarter. Artasia Cole into the game for the first time. Dribble handoff gives to Van Rice with 12. Now Garofalo driving, step back, baseline shot is off the back iron, missed. Rebound, Keely Rogers, that's number 11 for Rogers. Skip it, corner. Caroline Hill pump fakes a 3, driving middle with the right-hand dribble. Fumbles the dribble, now recovers and hands off for Knuckles. Knuckles lobs it inside. Heath, the post position. Knuckles finds her and Heath scores it off the glass. 8 points for Chloe Heath, and Carson-Newman regains a double-digit advantage. Pioneers break the pressure and will elect to play half-court offense. Cole gives it to a cutting Van Rice. Van Rice crossover dribble, driving on Gonzalez, goes up and has it swatted away and out of bounds. It'll stay with Tusculum after a timeout. 3 minutes, 51 seconds to play in the third quarter. Carson-Newman being outscored in this period, but has forced Tusculum into a 2.5-minute scoring drought to regain a double-digit advantage. Keely Rogers nearing a double-double. She has 6 points and 11 rebounds to go along with Jennifer Sullivan's game-high 17. Those two have been great, and Carson-Newman's been good so far to lead by 11. We're back for more from Pioneer Arena after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Tusculum ball, 3:51 to go third quarter. Andrew Rogers back courtside at Pioneer Arena. Carson-Newman leads by 11. Quick inbound to Garofalo, reverse right side for Angela Gomez. Into the paint, Van Rice backing down. Knuckles left-hand hook shot, missed everything, too strong. Chloe Heath, defensive rebound. Lady Eagles running in transition left to right. Carly Hayworth steps into a three, misses off to the left. Patel back into the game for the Pioneers in the right position to grab the rebound. Cole picks her dribble up and now gives to Aisha Patel. Cole behind the back dribble at the foul line. Skips it left wing Patel. Pump fakes a three, driving past Heath and makes a right-hand layup from the left side. Scoring drought for the Pioneers ends at 3 minutes to make it a single-digit game again. Hayworth, right wing for Caroline Hill, driving baseline. Bounces to a cutting Knuckles. Catch, shoot, score. Caroline Hill sets up Maddie Knuckles for her second field goal. Lady Eagles quickly back up double digits. Cole up the sideline. Dribbling, doubled in the backcourt. They still haven't got it across, and now Caroline Hill rips it away for a steal. Off to the races for a right-hand layup. Defense to offense once again. It's back to a 13-point Lady Eagles lead. Van Rice breaks the pressure, doubled, and now gives to Cole. Reverse it one more, Garofalo, right wing three, too strong. Chloe Heath, defensive rebound. Chloe Heath has 6 rebounds. Outlet pass goes to Carly Hayworth. Hayworth, head of the key, right-hand dribble, crossover, going to the basket, left-hand shot, high off glass, spins around and through, and one. The smallest player on the floor finds her way to the cup and finishes through contact, and the Eagles have their largest lead of the game at 15 on Hayworth's layup and three-point play opportunity. Foul is on Artasia Cole. Her first, third by the Pioneers in the third. Hayworth can't complete the three-point play, but Sullivan grabs the offensive rebound and is tied up, and the possession arrow favors CN, so a chance for more points on the same sequence down the floor. 48-33, 2:15 to play in the third. Eagles turn it over on the inbound. Patel the steal, but stumbles and falls over. So one turnover begins another, and now a foul in the backcourt as Penland tries to bring it into the front court. The foul is on Garofalo. Her first, the last foul to give by Tusculum in the third quarter. 6 straight for the Lady Eagles to increase this lead to 15. Sullivan fakes a pass, now gives to Hayworth against a zone defense. Caroline Hill skips it right wing, Carly Hayworth. Hayworth steps back, top of the key, reverses Chloe Heath, right wing three is in the air, it's too strong. Long rebound in the corner, tracked down by Schwichtenberg. And the Pioneers bring it front court, trailing by 15, it's Cole. Around his screen, head of the key, bounce it, Schwichtenberg rolls and is fouled. On the roll to the basket, Chloe Heath dinged for her third foul. Third by Carson-Newman in this third quarter. And back to the line goes Julia Schwittingberg with 1:36 to play in the third quarter. The Eagles are going to bring one sub into the game. Abigail Johnson back to the floor. in place of Chloe Heath, who has given Carson-Newman 8 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. Schwichtenberg's first free throw is up and swished in. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, Eagle fans, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you by visiting trilite.net. Schwichtenberg makes both. All 4 of her points are from the foul line. Nobody down the floor. Sullivan to the basket, missed the layup, but got whacked by Schwichtenberg, who was the foul shooter and was the only one back on defense to cut off a Sullivan drive to the basket. Nobody got back for the Pioneers. Sullivan was wide open down the floor. The Eagles found her, and she'll get rewarded with 2 free throws with 92 seconds to play in the period. Eagles bring Madeline Ladd back to the floor as Sullivan eyes the foul line. First one's up, in and out. Second miss, or check that, third miss now by CN from the stripe. Next one up, rolls around and off. Eagles have missed 4 straight free throws now. It stays a 13-point lead. Douglas driving to the block, kicks it out, Van Rice. Dribbles and hands off, Angela Gomez. Off to Abby Douglas, who leads Tusculum with 11. Steps in, top of the key 3, short, front iron miss, rebound Caroline Hill. Hill, long skip front court, Hayworth the catch along the sideline. She'll dribble it out front, and Mike Mincy yells for a play. Late in the third quarter. Left wing, Madeline Ladd, chest pass, Johnson, shot clock down to 10, Caroline Hill, right wing, fakes a pass. Hill now dribbling with 7. Hill still dribbling, driving left, 4 to shoot, and travels. Dragged the pivot foot as she tried to stop and spin, but that pivot foot traveled, or moved for a travel. 10th Carson-Newman turnover, 3rd of the quarter. Inbound Tusculum, 13-second difference between the clocks and a turnover. Gomez threw it up the sideline, and Van Rice was not ready for it. 39 seconds to play, Eagles ball. They led by 13 at the break. The 2 teams have played to an even 12 all score here in the third. Carly Hayworth into the middle for Ladd. Bounce it, Johnson, back out front, Hayworth. Hayworth gives it to Ladd, right wing 3 in the air, cash! Madeline Ladd's first triple extends Carson-Newman's lead to 16. Douglas and the Pioneers race it up the floor to break the pressure, and they'll pull it out for the final shot. 10 seconds. Madeline Ladd guarding Douglas, who's going left off the bounce. 5 seconds, she spins to the foul line, spins it left, bounces for a step back shot, missed it. Van Rice's tip is no good. And that's the end of the third quarter. Good finish to the quarter for Carson-Newman. It missed its first 5 shots of the third quarter, but makes 4 of its final 5. And what was a deficit from Tusculum that got within 7 is all the way back to 16, thanks to Carson-Newman's late surge offensively. 51-35. We'll put 10 more minutes of basketball on the scoreboard as we head to the fourth quarter from Pioneer Arena on the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
First Bank, Eagle fans, is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location today to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. Tusculum ball to start the fourth quarter, 16-point Carson-Newman lead. Schwichtenberger backing down Johnson, jump hook off glass, high shot off glass and scores it. 51-37, 20 seconds into the fourth quarter. Pioneers have their 12th field goal of the game. Gonzalez, top of the key, dribbling out near the O in Pioneers. Now a dribble handoff out front. Gonzalez gets it back from Ladd. Driving middle, goes left corner. Rogers back out Sullivan. She has not scored in the second half. Driving, can't change that there with a missed layup from the left side. Douglas the rebound. Douglas doubled in the backcourt. Skips it front court. Garofalo into the corner. Gomez high post to Schwichtenberg. Going to work again. Lobs it back out front. Van Rice around his screen. Driving all the way to the basket. Is fouled on her way up. Emily Gonzalez reached in on the junior forward. That is the first on Gonzalez and the first of the quarter. 57 seconds into the fourth quarter. Pioneers can cut into the deficit, but Van Rice misses the first free throw. She again just shoots 40% on the year. Pioneers are shooting above 70% in the game. Second one missed too strong, but an offensive rebound. Gomez, reverse layup is up, no good, and Schwichtenberg went over the back to grab the rebound. Schwichtenberg commits her third foul, and it's Tusculum's first of the quarter. 51-37, Eagles get the inbound pass. Tusculum's in a little light pressure. Gonzalez tried to split two, had it deflected away. Eagles get it across in time, though. Into the hands of Rogers, back to Gonzalez, now Sullivan. Sullivan dribbling right wing. She had 17 first half points, stuck on 17 here in the second half as passes deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Carson-Newman kick ball. 8:40 to go fourth quarter. Eagles looking for their first points of this fourth period. Rogers around his screen, driving middle, stops, bounces to a cutting Ladd. Free throw line shot is up, too strong. Rebound deflects and Van Rice tracks it down along the baseline. 90 seconds into the quarter, Pioneers have held Carson-Newman scoreless so far. Douglas driving right, around his screen, gets to the basket, and a right-hand shot from the right side is good. Abby Douglas's layup, she's got 13, makes it a 12-point game. Rogers dribbling top of the key. Gives to Sullivan. Sullivan crossover dribble. Stops in the lane, fumbled and lost the ball. Fifth Sullivan turnover. Van Rice to the basket. Stops, shoots, missed it. Offensive rebound. Douglas goes up and is fouled. Free throws for Abby Douglas as the Pioneers grabbed their 14th offensive rebound there. Rogers commits her first foul. It is the second team foul, and the Lady Eagles are going to allow the Pioneers to continue to cut into this deficit. It's 51-39, and Abby Douglas back to the line. First one for Douglas is up and off to the left. Douglas having a great game. She started all 28 games last year in her second and final season with these Pioneers. The grad student from Ashland City, Tennessee, makes the second. 51-40 is the score 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Gonzalez skip it front court. Rogers to break the pressure. Rogers gives back to Gonzalez. Mike Mincy wants to call a play here. Sullivan on the bench for Carson-Newman. Top of the key, Rogers, one more knuckles. Left corner, Hill pump fakes a three. Dribbles out to the wing. Looks for a pass, now gives to Heath in the corner. 8 to shoot. Heath, left wing, goes baseline. Gonzalez, 4 to shoot. Emily out front. Hill, one dribble pull up for 3 is blocked. Rebound, not controlled, and it's a shot clock violation. Carson-Newman's offense stuck in mud here in the fourth quarter. And it's 51-40. Pioneers have rattled off the first 4 points, or rather 5 points of the fourth quarter. They can make it a single-digit game here. Schwichtenberg comes to the ball to make the catch. Into the corner it goes Van Rice. Lob it back out front for Garofalo. 7:15 and counting. She comes around to screen. Schwichtenberg gives to Douglas. Douglas driving middle. Stops, skips it left wing. Garofalo pump fakes a 3. 4 to shoot. Garofolo driving middle, throws a wild shot off glass. No. Offensive rebound. Garofolo kicks it out. Van Rice, one more. Douglas, head of the key, 3. Missed everything. Rebound Hill. And finally, the Eagles get a defensive rebound. Hill sprints across the timeline with numbers into the left corner. Gonzalez pump fakes a 3. Driving middle to the basket. Right-hand shot. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Back to Gonzalez. Out to Hill. One more. Maddie Knuckles, 3 in the air. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Chloe Heath. Heath off glass. Nice post move. And Chloe Heath is in double figures for the second straight game. She has 10. And Carson-Newman has its first points of the fourth quarter to lead by 13. A near steal in the backcourt, and Rogers fouled. Garofolo going for the steal. 3rd on Rogers. Or check that, second foul rather on Rogers. 3rd, fourth quarter foul by CN, 53-40. Carly Hayworth back into the game along with Carly Hayworth into the game for the Eagles here as the Pioneers bring in Emma Nagyova. Nagyova, one-handed pass to Garofolo. One dribble, now a pass to Van Rice. Back to Garofolo, 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. Eagles by 13. Garofolo with 10 to shoot. Chest pass to a cutting Douglas. Left-hand dribble to the basket, cut off, gets it back. Up and under over Rogers, spins through. Abby Douglas trying to will her team back into this game. She's got 16. And it's back to an 11-point game. Carly Hayworth dribbling out front. Right-hand dribble around his screen, driving left now. As it poked away, recovers in the corner. Skip it to Hill. Caroline Hill, top of the key. Try to find a cutter, it got deflected. Gets it back, fires a shot, up and in. Caroline Hill nearly turned it over, recovered the pass though, and makes a jump shot to make it a 13-point game. Hill's got her second field goal. Pressure in the backcourt. Douglas needs help. Skips it front court. Garofolo catches along the sideline to Schwichtenberg. Now out to Van Rice. Van Rice, one dribble, 3 in the air, off to the right. Long rebound into the corner for Carly Hayworth. Hayworth transition. Navigating through, one-hand pass to the corner for Hill. One dribble, 3 in the air, off to the right. Rebound to Flexen. Schwichtenberg has it for Tusculum. Transition Pioneers. Inside the arc, it's Nagyova. Trailing Douglas. High post, Schwichtenberg going to work on Heath. Jump hook missed, but a foul. With 4:43 to go. That's the 4th on Chloe Heath, and it brings us to a timeout. 55-42, Tusculum hanging around. Carson-Newman's led by as many as 16. The lead is right now 13, but Tusculum will have free throws on the other side. 4:43 to play inside Pioneer Arena. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Modern Woodman Financial Planning touches lives and secures futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at cneagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. Carson-Newman right now is holding Tusculum to 27% shooting. If that number stays as low as it is, it'll be the best defensive performance by field goal percentage by the Lady Eagles this season. It would be the second time it's held a team under 30% shooting as well. Schwichtenberg's first free throw is good. She is 5 of 7 from the line and entered this game with only 3 free throw attempts all year. This will be her 8th attempt of this game. 12-point game, next one's up and swished in. Schwichtenberg has all of her points from the line, and it's an 11-point game. Pioneers pressing. Rogers to Knuckles, near midcourt at Sullivan. Sullivan lobs it, Knuckles the catch to break the pressure. Now skip it to Rogers, back to Sullivan. Eagles can be patient with the clock, try to execute down the stretch to win this game. Hayworth, top of the key, now to Sullivan, high post, Knuckles, one more, corner, Heath. Turns down the three, gives to Sullivan, 5 seconds, Sullivan back to Heath. Heath back to Sullivan, 2 seconds, Jen running floater from the free throw line, banked it in. First basket for Sullivan after halftime. Makes it a 13-point game again. 4 minutes to play, near steal in the backcourt. Carson-Newman doesn't come up with it. Nagyova breaks the pressure, stops, gives to Douglas. She pump fakes driving and is fouled, missed the shot, and will go to the free throw line. Carson-Newman will put Tusculum on the line for the 20th and 21st times in this game. Lady Eagles have fouled 19 times to Tusculum's 10. Pioneers will send Abby Douglas back to the line. She has 16 points, make it 17 after that first free throw goes in. 57-45. Douglas has the ball in her hands, bends the knees and fires the next one up and in. Pioneers have more made free throws than made field goals. Carly Hayworth brings it front court, sprinting past everybody. She's doubled and nearly turned it over, bounced it off the knee of Douglas. It'll stay with Carson-Newman, but they will inbound in the backcourt where that ball rolled out of bounds. Pioneers will back off into a 3-2 zone with 3:45 to play. Hayworth thought about a three, instead gives it to Sullivan. Jen bounce it, high post, Knuckles, dribbling to the right block, goes over the shot, got blocked, but fouled as well. Julia Schwichtenberg called for the foul on Maddie Knuckles. Schwichtenberg commits her 4th, that's Tusculum's 2nd of the quarter. And Maddie Knuckles to the free throw line to add on to her 7-point evening. These will be Carson-Newman's 10th and 11th free throws as well. First one is in the air, and it's good. Maddie Knuckles, one of the best free throw shooters on this team, is a career 88% free throw shooter, and that is her mark this season as well. Second one is too strong. Sullivan taps the rebound to Knuckles. 12-point lead. The Eagles can burn 15 more seconds here and try to get a basket. Instead, there's a foul by Dora Van Rice. Van Rice commits her third team foul. They have one left to give before going into the penalty. Sullivan and the Eagles see the clock reset to 20. She'll inbound along the sideline and get it to Heath. Trying to figure out this zone defense. Give it to Maddie Knuckles. Skip it. Sullivan, right wing three in the air. Swish. Jennifer Sullivan's got a game-high 22 points. 5 straight now on back-to-back baskets from Sullivan. The lead is 15. Van Rice throws it away. Trying to skip pass into the front court for Nagyova. And it's Tusculum's 12th turnover. They've taken care of the ball, but have not made baskets in this game, as Rogers will get an exit and rest. The Eagles will bring in Sybil Penland with 3:10 to play. Inbound to Carly Hayworth. Carson-Newman's made 4 of its last 5 shots. Into the corner, Sullivan, jab step. Dribbling left, now gives to Penland. One more, Carly Hayworth. 3 to play in Pioneer Arena. Sullivan high post to Chloe Heath, throw it inside. Knuckles the catch, reverse layup from the right side with the right hand. Great finish by Knuckles. The lead is 17 and the Pioneers throw it into the stands. Another turnover and Tusculum unraveling down the stretch. Carson-Newman scored 6 straight now and is trying to put this thing away. The lead is 17. As Tusculum's going to bring in Aisha Patel again. Out goes Van Rice. With 2:45 to play, Eagles will inbound left baseline. Hayworth lob it to the wing for Knuckles to Sybil Penland. Penland gives it to Sullivan, right wing. Now to the top of the key for Carly Hayworth. Then to shoot. Penland driving to the basket, right hand fake. Now flips it up and in. Sybil Penland has her first basket. She faked the initial shot and then put it up and in to make it a 19-point game. Douglas driving on Chloe Heath, goes for the reverse layup and makes the shot. Right hand reverse layup from the left side is good from Douglas. She has 20. 17-point game. Hayworth all the way to the basket, is fouled on her way up and free throws coming for Carly Hayworth as the Lady Eagles wasted no time quickly sprinting into the front court. Hayworth was never stopped and went all the way to the basket before getting fouled by Julia Schwichtenberg. That's her 5th foul, so she'll leave the floor in favor of Dora Van Rice. Free throws for Carly Hayworth. Quietly, she has 6 points off the bench. First one's in the air, too strong. Back iron miss. Lady Eagles struggling from the free throw line for the 2nd straight game. Shooting 50% now. Next one's in the air, and it's good. 66-48. Double team in the backcourt. Patel dribbling up the floor. Her pass deflected, stolen by Knuckles. Sullivan driving inside the arc to the basket. Flips it up, short, but a foul. And more free throws for Carson-Newman as Patel turned it over and then fouled Sullivan. First on Patel, and now both teams have 5 team fouls here in quarter 4. Sullivan can add on to her 22-point night as Callie McMahon is coming into the game, and now every Lady Eagle has seen the floor. Chloe Heath will exit with 10 points and 7 rebounds in 23 minutes on the floor. Sullivan's first free throw is swished in. This is Jen's 11th career 20-point night, 4th this season. She had 13 combined points in her last 2 and now has 24 in this game, and will exit Harmony Sullivan will replace Jennifer Sullivan. So Harmony, Carly Hayworth, Sybil Penland, Maddie Knuckles, Callie McMahon down the stretch for Mike Mincy's team. In the backcourt, doubled is Garofalo. She throws it up the sideline. Double team here along the sideline. Long skip into the middle for Douglas. One-handed catch, now a drive to the basket. It's up and it's no good. Rebound, Maddie Knuckles, but she went over the back to grab the rebound. That is Knuckles committing her 3rd foul. And with $1:49 to play in the 4th quarter in a 20-point game, going to the line is Aisha Patel. Angela Gomez back in. Artasia Cole is going to wait and get the shooter here. Delaney Weddington's going to come into the game as well. Maddie Knuckles will leave the floor. Free throws for Patel. Pioneers are 15 of 21 in the game. First one swished in by Patel. That's her 8th point. Pioneers have shot free throws at a great clip. They ranked dead last in free throw makes per game. They've got 17 made free throws now in this game for a team that shoots 63%. It is above 75 in this game. Both are good, 18-point game. Pioneers pressing. Carly Hayworth trying to dribble through the pressure and does, crossing half court. The Lady Eagles moving left to right. Hayworth between the legs dribble, driving inside the arc to the baseline. Cut off, reverses to Callie McMahon. She fires up a deep 2, it got blocked. Weddington slaps the rebound to Penland. Throw it inside, it's caught by McMahon. Right-hand jump hook is up, no good, but a foul. Callie McMahon set to get free throws for Carson-Newman with 88 seconds to play in the basketball game. Callie McMahon has 3 points this season, 13 made career free throws, and she is at the stripe. Looking to get on the score sheet for the first time in this game. Spins the basketball in her hands. First free throw is up and swished in. 69-50 is the score. Carson-Newman now has 10 made free throws in the game. McMahon's second one is in the air, and it's good. Carson-Newman's hit the 70-point mark. If they hold on here, which they should, up 20 with 85 seconds left, it'll be the 29th straight win when scoring 70 or more. Garofalo around his screen, pulls up for a jump shot, missed it. Weddington grabs the rebound. Delaney bringing it up the floor. Long skip to Sybil Penland. Penland drives, kicks it out. McMahon, skip it out front. Carly Hayworth. Eagles had numbers, couldn't take advantage in transition. Now Carly dribbles inside the arc, goes for Sybil Penland in the corner. Penland drives middle, puts up a floating shot, too strong. Follows her miss, goes back up with a right-hand hook, missed it again. Rebound is loose in the lane. Still loose, Harmony Sullivan comes out of there with it. Gives to Hayworth, but fouled on the shot, or foul on the pass, was Harmony Sullivan. Carly Hayworth made the three, but the foul was before the shot. It was on the pass, so Harmony Sullivan is going to the free throw line for Carson-Newman. Eagles by 20. Sullivan at the free throw line. Her first free throw is up and short. Harmony has 13 points in 3 career games. That's her third made free throw as the second spins in. 71-50 is the score. There's 50 seconds left in the game. Garofalo brings it front court. Abby Douglas spinning on Sullivan, driving to the basket. Right-hand shot is good off glass and one. Great game for Abby Douglas. 22 points, a season high for Douglas. Makes it a 19-point game as Cole and Gomez will return. 41 ticks to play. $71-52. Douglas's next one is up, or the and one free throw is good. 23 for her. 71-53. Eagles will give it to Hayworth. There's an 11-second difference between the shot clock and game clock, so the Eagles will have to take a shot here this trip. Who will take it? Carly Hayworth will from way downtown. Missed it. Rebound tapped into the deep corner by Garofalo. She's doubled, nearly threw it away. Weddington a half second late as she deflects it out of bounds. And it will stay, or it'll go to Tusculum. Shot clock off, 26 seconds left. Emma Nagyova's back into the game, as is Aisha Patel and Dora Van Rice for the final sequence. 18-point game. Carson-Newman's going to get back in the win column here at Pioneer Arena. It's going to be a 5th straight win over the Pioneers, who will see their losing streak extend, and they'll stay as one of the winless teams in Division II as Nagyova heaves up a three. Missed it. Weddington defensive rebound. Skip it front court for Sullivan. Sullivan will pull it out, and Carson-Newman will dribble out its 5th win of 2025-2026. It wasn't pretty at times, but Carson-Newman's defense and hot shooting in spurts is the difference for the Lady Eagles here at Pioneer Arena. Carson-Newman converts 24 points off of Tusculum's 14 turnovers, and Jennifer Sullivan's game-high 24 points on 9 of 19 shooting gets Carson-Newman back in the win column by a final score of 71-53. The Lady Eagles improved to 5-3 and collect their first road win of the year in 3 tries. Lady Eagles 2-1 in the SAC, while Tusculum remains one of 21 winless teams in Division II. They fall to 0-7 and 0-3 in the South Atlantic Conference. Domino's postgame report to wrap this one up and break it all down. Head your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford, 3 up, and kaboom! Torrey Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC electrifying play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Carson-Newman's back in the win column, collecting a 71-53 victory over the Tusculum Pioneers here on the Eagles Sports Network. It's 5 straight wins for the Lady Eagles in this series, the 65th all-time win by Carson-Newman, 28th in this building, and they've now won 9 of the past 10 meetings in this series. This is the Domino's post-game report, Eagle fans. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Whether you're a student looking for a late-night snack or maybe just out to eat with your coworkers, Domino's has a deal for you. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID, or get 25% off your entire order when you bring in your business card at lunch. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. It was a shaky start for Mike Mincy's team. In the first quarter, the Lady Eagles were held to 30% shooting and missed all 8 of their three-pointers, trailed 14-12. And that was the case early in the second quarter. Carson-Newman made 2 baskets in the first 2 minutes, and Tusculum made 3 baskets in the first 4 minutes to increase their lead to 3 points at the 6:15 mark. But from the 6:15 mark till the end of the first half was all Carson-Newman. The Lady Eagles went on an 18-2 run over the final 6+ minutes of the first half to stretch what was a 3-point Tusculum lead to a 13-point Carson-Newman lead at the break. Jennifer Sullivan nailed 2 threes during that 18-2 run to spark the scoring effort for CN. Into the third quarter, it was Tusculum that came out of the locker room playing very well. They held Carson-Newman scoreless for more than 3 minutes to start the period, cut the Lady Eagles lead to single digits on multiple occasions. But Carson-Newman put together a great finish to the third quarter, scored 9 of the final 11 points in the final 3 minutes. And what was a Tusculum deficit that was as low as 7, Carson-Newman got the lead back to 9. Got the lead back up 9 more points from that, up to 16, heading to the fourth quarter. Tusculum started the fourth quarter very well as well, holding Carson-Newman again scoreless for more than 3 minutes to start the final period. But the Lady Eagles used another scoring surge in the middle portion of the fourth quarter when what was an 11-point lead quickly turned back to 20 points on baskets by Sullivan, Knuckles, and Penland. and that was what helped put this one away for Carson-Newman, where it eventually got its final 6 points in the game from the foul line to win 71-53. Game high 24 for Jennifer Sullivan, matching her season high, 9 of 19 shooting, and 17 of that 24 came in the first half of play. She made 4 triples. 2 other players for the Lady Eagles scored in double figures. Chloe Heath had 10 points on efficient 5 of 6 shooting and had 7 rebounds, second most on the team. Maddie Knuckles was the third Eagle in double figures with 10 points and 6 rebounds. Keely Rogers grabs double-digit rebounds for the second time this year. She grabs 11 rebounds to lead the way, to go along with 6 points, 3 steals, and 3 assists in the game. Tusculum was led by Abby Douglas's 23 points. Tonight's premier player of the game is Chloe Heath. 10 points for Chloe Heath off the bench, 5 of 6 shooting, back-to-back double-figure scoring efforts for the freshman from Maryville, Tennessee. She scored 13 last time out, collects 10 points on efficient 5 of 6 shooting in Carson-Newman's 18-point road win over the Pioneers. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Chloe Heath, tonight's premier player of the game. Carson-Newman's defense was really good at times as well. They only forced 14 turnovers, but the key statistic to talk about there is Carson-Newman converting 24 points off of those 14 turnovers. To put that in perspective, if Carson-Newman only scored 2-point baskets off those turnovers, it basically scored on 12 of those 14 turnovers. So definitely more than half of those turnovers Carson-Newman converted on in this game. And converting on turnovers is today's AEC electrifying play of the game. Jennifer Sullivan made a 3-point basket at the 5:44 mark of the second quarter. Keely Rogers stole the inbounds pass, gave it to Sullivan in the same sequence, who buried a 3-point basket. That sequence and that 12-second stretch of back-to-back Sullivan threes is today's AEC electrifying play of the game. AEC member-owned and service-driven. Carson-Newman's back in the win column. It's a 71-53 final here at Pioneer Arena. That's 5 straight for the Lady Eagles here against Tusculum. Take a look at the SAC scoreboard before we wrap things up and get you set for Carson-Newman men's basketball's contest with the Pioneers. We're back with the SAC scoreboard update after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Andrew Rogers back courtside at Pioneer Arena. Carson-Newman wins 71-53. We'll give you a quick rundown of the SAC scoreboard. Coker rallies second half. They trailed early on against Newberry to win 69-58. Outscored the Wolves by 8 points in the second half and shot 44% from the field. Lenore Ryan's holding off Catawba 75-70 with 25 seconds to play. Aaliyah L has 30 for the Bears. UVA Wise gets 28 points and 10 rebounds from Caroline Mullins en route to a 69-60 win over Emory and Henry. Lincoln Memorial crushes Mars Hill by 40, 109-69. And earlier today, Anderson defeated Young Harris with a 20-0 run to end that game, 69-58. It's time to get you ready for Carson-Newman men's basketball's contest with the Pioneers. 9 of the last 11 meetings in the series have been decided by single digits. It should be another good one as the Eagles hit the road for the 4th time this season. Adam Cavalier gets you ready with the AEC countdown to tip-off after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
On the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to